The one and only Ahmed Ali. Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
And then I started doing more research and I found you, and I hate doing videos, but the coaching calls was one of the things. And then you had another video that caught my eye where it was specific, outside of the PMP, but I knew this is real content. This is things that will be on exam, right?
I did hard work for sure, but I think the follow-up, sir, you did. I don't know how you managed to do the follow-up. With one particular student like me, you have hundreds of students. You are just keeping an eye on each of the students. So after my hard work, I can say that the credit goes to you, sir. That is for sure.
Hi Amir, good morning. Yes, I cleared the exam. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support. And this has happened only because of the customized roadmap and mocks, and you always keep on asking us to do proper RCA, detailed RCA. It happened only because of the detailed RCA. Yes, this RCA helped me a lot.
Thank you for all this guidance and support you gave me. Mr. Amir, thanks for our team.
So I was just looking at his post, like who cleared the PMP, and he used to post the success stories on daily basis. So I reached out to Alina and I asked her how is his program or something. So she said you can trust him and you should join this program if you are looking for it.
It was a very customized base feedback that I was getting from sir, from you.
So yes, follow-up is very important, and thank you very much for that. It made me accountable. If you didn't ask me this often, I would have slacked off more.
I would say your course was super important. I think this was the main part, once you understand the course, and then I think the mocks were super important. Your emphasis on mocks, you kept nagging us that, get this mock done, do RCA. All of this was super helpful because questions were they were similar. So yeah, mocks were, there are so many mocks that you have, and if you do all of them, I'm pretty sure anybody who goes, who does them can easily clear a PMP.
Amir, first of all, thank you so much. I think without your guidance, it took me 1 year, one complete year. I was preparing for PMP through books and everything. So I was giving some mocks also available online, and I was not able to, have that confidence that I'll be able to clear. But I'm telling you, after attending the classes, especially after doing the mocks, doing the RCAs, I was feeling confident enough that yes, I can attempt it. And the day you told me to book your exam, I still asked you, but are you sure that I can give the exam? And you said yes, you're ready.
First of all, I thank you a lot for the privilege, because when I started encounter with your program through LinkedIn, so some of your thoughts, always motivating me, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. So I always follow you, almost everything, all your journeys. I watch all of them, even the one that they speak in your local language.
So that was not an easy journey, and it would not be possible without you. I really appreciate the support. He was always available for my questions and always put me in the right direction. And actually, if I want to say how was the journey, my journey started 2 years back. When I first called you for the SP, and then you directed me to PMP, and then we did SP after that, and then you tricked me to do the PGMP.
Thank you so much, and again, Amir, thank you so much, and your mocks are really good. I mean, please, everyone should do your mocks for sure, and then they will be all prepared for the exam. And trust your program.
And then you came with your follow-ups, and that kind of really boosted me. Those daily follow-ups, making sure that I was getting the mocks that I needed to do completed, and following up on me, it really boosted my motivation again. And as I was started doing those mocks, I got an opportunity for a job which required me to have PMP, so I had to go for PMP before I get the interview.
Mostly coaching goal is for you understand how you will solve the question. Mostly it is like that. We can only do the 10 or 12 questions, maybe less than that. But main thing is it will come into your bones that you have to do elimination technique. So you cannot go just, okay, this is the answer, I will go directly put this answer. That is the main thing. It will come into you that you have to do elimination technique. That is the best thing for coaching all.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, with the right guidance from yourself, I managed to do good in the exam and to clear the PMP. I would say that your approach was really helpful because I'm not that type of a person who would sit there and read a lot of theoretical things to get things done. I'm more of a practical person who would prefer practicing over sticking to the theoreticals. And
I would definitely say that the root cause analysis for me was the key. And here's why. Is some people try so hard to memorize all the processes and how they're all linked together. And if you do this, then you got to do that. And some people, maybe they think that way. That was very hard for me. It was just a lot to memorize. I'm not Amer Ali. I can't do that. So for me, just the process of actually answering the questions with your technique of process of elimination. And then you're left with always like two answers. Which one do you do? And if you get it wrong, you have to go do the root cause analysis. Well, thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you very much for everything. Fantastic. I would not have done as well as I had done if I hadn't had that foundation that you gave me, for sure.
Who here wants to be successful? Raise your hands.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to the people who are watching from the different parts of the world. Today, here we are for another session of a coaching call. This is Jane Martina, lead coach from Amer Ali's team. So today we are going to solve 5 questions, and the objective of this session is we will try to learn how we have to decode or understand the PMP question and identify the keywords and try to use elimination technique to land on the right option. So without much further delay, let's move on to today's question. All right, the first question for today, you are a busy project manager. You entered a meeting in the middle when one of the team members was sharing status with each other. You interrupted them and asked something. Team member said, "We have already discussed and agreed to a solution for this problem." Which documents suggest how should the team members make decisions? Option A, team charter. Option B, ground rules. Option C, resource management plan. Option D, project management plan. So first we will have the timer run and then we will discuss about the options. By the way, when you are commenting the answer in the comment section, just put the question number and your option A, B, C, and D, and then put an explanation why you have chosen that option. So when we are discussing, we can discuss it. All right, let's see. Okay, so here we have found out that in the middle of the meeting where the team members were discussing, the project manager enters and asks the team members about a certain thing. And the team member is saying they have discussed already about it and found a solution for it. So the question asks, which documents suggest how should the team members make decision? Okay. Option A, team charter. Okay, yes, it is the document which describes about how you have to interact between the team members, what are the ground rules to be part of the team etiquettes or the team, how they should behave. So, and also they says whether they take the decision based on a majority or unanimity or how they are going to make decisions. So like all these decisions will be part of the team charter. Okay, so ground rules is like what is accepted, what is not accepted, what you have to follow. So this is something we call it as a ground rules, and these ground rules will be part of the team charter. Okay, and resource management plan, here it doesn't talk about who are the resources or what are the skills of the resources they should have possessed to go through this project. So that is what the resource management plan is. But the document which they are referring to here is not talking about the resource management plan. And we have project management plan. No, it is not something related to the project management plan because it is talking about the teams making decision. So by eliminating option B, C, and D, A is the right option. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Guys, if you are watching, please kindly put in the comment section what is your option so that let's make it an interactive session. I'll be reading the comments once we are done with the question timer, and then we can discuss further. All right, this also seems to be a same kind of question. Let's go through this. You are a busy project manager. You entered a meeting in middle when one of the team members was sharing status with each other. You interrupted them and asked something. The team member said, we have already discussed and agreed to a solution for this problem. After the meeting, one team member came to you and said that you violated dash when you interrupted him during the meeting. What he is referring to? Option A, ground rules. Option B, team charter. Option C, resource management plan. Option D, project management plan. Let's see. This is similar to the previous question, and only one thing is changed here. So the team member comes to you and says that you violated dash, and when you interrupted him during the meeting. So it is always like when you violate, what do you violate? We violate rules. So ground rules is part of a team charter, but here the previous question was asking which document they are following or referring to when they are discussing and agreeing on the decision. But here he is saying like you violated dash. So that means there is a ground rule that when they are discussing, the team members should be when they are discussing and agree to a solution. And once the meeting is over, the manager should have asked the question. And that is why the team member is coming to you and saying that you have violated the ground rules. So ground rules are nothing but you set certain things as when you begin a meeting, or when you happen to discuss something, when you are trying to solve something. Okay, so when you're trying to solve something, for example, when I started the session, I asked you to put a comment section so that we can discuss further on the questions, right? So that is what we are setting it right in front of, beginning of the session. So when somebody is violating it, it is like violating the ground rules. Okay, so we can eliminate option C and D right away, and between A and B, it is A. Guys, please put in the comment section whether you are able to hear my voice. There is no disturbance or something. If there is anything, please put in the comment section. Okay. So moving on to the next question. Okay. You are managing a project. Two members are having conflict with each other about how to handle a particular problem. They are discussing with each other and trying to find out different solutions. What should the project manager do? Okay. Take a decision and choose which option he feels is better. Do nothing. Take the side of the senior team members. Take the side of the junior team members. Guys, by the way, who are watching the video, if you have not watched the master series or the master class of team topic, which was discussed in last Thursday, please do watch that. It is the most important topic, and the questions also very awesome. They will give you an insight about how you have to approach and how you have to approach the questions related to conflict and team management. Okay, so here again they are talking about two team members having conflict. So according to servant leadership from PMI, as a project manager, what you have to do when the conflict occurs. Okay, there are certain things. If you are looking for a long-term solution for these conflicts to be reduced, right? So you have to look out for a approach which fixes the problem in long term, not just temporarily. Okay, so with keeping that in mind, let's go through each option and see whether it will be supporting that long-term solution. Okay, so take a decision and choose which option he feels is better. So here you are taking a decision. So meaning, like, whenever they are having any conflicts, so if you are going to take a decision on behalf of the team members, that you will always be dependent, they will be always dependent on you for taking any kind of a decision, and that is not a servant leadership. Okay, so you can eliminate that option. Okay, do nothing. This option might seem to be like a weird option, but let's see. You do nothing, then what happens? They try to figure out how to handle a problem. And here in the question, they haven't mentioned any stress factors that the decision is making the deliverable delay, or it is giving them some pressure points in the deliverables or something like that. So that means they are trying to figure out something without any pressure of the project. Okay, so that means even if you do nothing, they will come to a conflict resolution at the end of their discussion. This option seems to be a little good, but we should be like checking and ruling out the other options so that we can go with this option. Take the side of a senior team members, take the side of the junior team members. So according to PMI, when you are exhibiting a servant leadership mindset, or when you are a servant leader, right, you will never take stands on the sides. Instead, you will make them discuss, collaborate with them, take the points from both the sides, and make sure they both agree to that at the end of the discussion. So you mostly facilitate by collaborating with the two parties. Okay, so stating all these things, option B seems to be a good option, right? Okay, let's move on to the next question this session. Okay, you are managing a large pharmaceutical project. The project sponsor is always late to meetings. Even today, he is late for the meeting. You did not talk to him or discuss this. You just documented that the sponsor is again late. Which conflict management techniques you have used here? A, problem solving, B, smoothing, C, avoid, D, accommodating. Okay. So, all right. Now, before going into each of the options, so let's see what each option means. Okay, this is the place where we can discuss about the conflict management or conflict resolution techniques. Okay, so here they are giving problem solving. Problem solving is like you exactly spend some time in resolving the problem for a long-term solution. Okay, so that's what we call it as a problem solving or collaborating. Okay, so here that means it is called a win-win situation. By so using this technique, you will be able to have a win-win situation for both the or the conflicting parties. Okay, so that is what we call it as a problem solving. Here, the smoothing is like you wanted to retain the goodness or retain the good support of both the parties. Okay, so you listen to them, you say, okay, I listen to it, I will take your idea, I will take your idea, but right now, no. Right now, let's focus on this thing. Okay, let's focus on the target, or let's focus on the objective of this session. And then once this is done, let's see how we are going to accommodate your resolutions for this solution, for this situation. Okay, so that's what we call it as a smoothing and accommodating, or smoothing or accommodating. Okay, both refers to same technique. So here we can see this particular situation is not smoothing or accommodating. Okay, then there is an option called avoiding, that you don't do anything. You see there is no point that taking action on this item is like least value. There is no value it's going to happen when you address this issue at all. Okay, so that's what we call it as avoiding conflict resolution technique or conflict management technique. So here you are a manager and you see sponsor always coming late to the meeting. Okay, and you are not addressing it, but you are documenting it. So that means you are not addressing, you are not going to the sponsor and saying maybe what is the impact that is creating because of he's coming to the meeting or something. You're just documenting. That means you're not trying to solve it at the first place. Okay. And at the second place, you are not even initiating a conversation regarding that. So that means you are completely avoiding the conflict here. So that's why we go to the option C, which is avoid. Okay, so we have come to the last question of this session. You are managing a project, two members are having conflict with each other about how to handle a particular problem. They are discussing with each other and trying to find out different solutions. Senior member states that his solution must be used as this trial and test way. The junior member says that your ways are outdated. What should the project manager do? Take a decision and choose which option he feels is better. Do nothing. Take side of senior team member, take side of junior team member, talk to both team members and try to describe the issue. So we have already discussed about this in the previous options. Let's see. Let's wait for the timer and then we will discuss the answer. Yes, guys. So here, when we are seeing that two people are discussing, having a conflict, two people are saying their options. So we saw what kind of a conflict resolution we have to make sure PMI wants us for a longer run, right? So keeping that in mind, let's go directly to the options. One says his way is better, and the other says that the ways are outdated. So when we started discussing about the conflict resolution, we said we will never take any side of the team members. Okay, so that is one of the things the PMI wants you to be very clear about it. Okay, so we will eliminate option C, D. In the previous question, we selected do nothing because we didn't have an option E there. So according to PMI, when you see there is a conflict happening, the best way is to bring them together in a meeting, discuss about their points, pros and cons, both the sides, and ask them like which is much better and come to a conclusion at the end of the session. So that's called as a facilitating a discussion or a meeting among the two different parties who are conflicting. So that stands a good option as the right option compared to just watching having a conflict doing the discussion. Okay, so with that, I think we have come to the end of the session. Thank you into technology for putting the comment section, whatever the option is right, and giving the explanation as well. So hope you would have found this session interesting while solving the 5 questions, which mostly had conflict and team charter concepts. So for this more interesting topics, please join the sessions, which is going to be on Thursdays and Mondays on YouTube, the coaching calls. Thank you. Bye-bye. We'll see you in another session. Thanks for joining. Thanks for giving the input. Thank you so much.
I would have not been able to clear the exam if Amir Ali would have not been there. I would have not been.
I did not believe that I would be able to clear my PMP within a month.
I don't know what to say actually, like I'm kind of like really
I got my results and I was above target in all 3 categories.
Wow.